What an incredible football match we have just witnessed between Portugal and DR Congo. From the opening whistle to the final moments, this was a contest packed with drama, tactical battles, breathtaking chances, and unforgettable moments that will be talked about for years to come. Portugal began the match exactly as many expected. The European giants immediately took control of possession, moving the ball with confidence and precision across the pitch. Their midfield dictated the tempo, while the attacking players constantly searched for openings in DR Congo's compact defensive structure. The pressure finally paid off in the 6th minute. Pedro Neto found space on the left wing and delivered a beautiful cross into the penalty area. Despite being surrounded by defenders, João Neves timed his run to perfection, rising brilliantly above the crowd to glance a stunning header into the far corner. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance as the ball nestled into the back of the net. Portugal had their early breakthrough, and the stadium erupted. At 1-0, Roberto Martinez's side looked completely in control. Their passing combinations were flowing effortlessly, and DR Congo struggled to gain any meaningful possession. Portugal nearly doubled their advantage in the 18th minute when Bruno Fernandes produced a magnificent through ball for Nuno Mendes. The fullback burst into the box and looked destined to score, but a sensational last-ditch challenge from Yohane Wissa denied what seemed like a certain goal. Moments later, Bruno Fernandes fired the rebound narrowly wide. It was a massive warning sign for DR Congo. As the first half progressed, Portugal continued to dominate possession while DR Congo focused on defensive discipline and organization. Chancel Mbemba and his defensive partners battled tirelessly to keep Portugal's dangerous attack at bay. But just when it seemed Portugal would head into halftime with the lead, DR Congo produced a moment of pure magic. Deep into first half stoppage time, Arthur Maswaku received the ball from a cleverly worked short corner. Spotting space at the far post, he delivered a perfectly weighted cross into the danger area. Waiting there was Yohane Wissa. Completely unmarked, Wissa rose highest and powered a thunderous header beyond Diogo Costa. The stadium exploded as DR Congo celebrated their historic World Cup goal. After waiting more than 5 decades to return to football's biggest stage, they delivered a moment their supporters will never forget. Seconds later, the halftime whistle sounded with the score locked at 1-1. The second half became an intense tactical chess match. Portugal pushed forward aggressively, introducing fresh attacking options in search of a winner. Francisco Conceição's pace immediately added another dimension to their attack, while Bruno Fernandes continued pulling the strings from midfield. DR Congo, however, remained disciplined and dangerous on the counterattack. In the 50th minute, they nearly completed a stunning turnaround when a dangerous attack ended with Diogo Costa producing an important save to keep Portugal level. Portugal thought they had regained the lead moments later. João Neves expertly controlled a looping cross before João Cancelo unleashed an extraordinary overhead kick into the net. The celebrations were short-lived, however, as the assistant referee's flag ruled the goal out for offside. The frustration began to grow for Portugal. That frustration reached another level in the 68th minute. Cristiano Ronaldo found himself in a golden scoring position after excellent work from Francisco Conceição. The Portuguese captain looked certain to score, but his effort drifted wide of the post, leaving both teammates and supporters stunned. Just minutes later, Ronaldo received another perfect opportunity inside the penalty area. Once again, the chance went begging as a heroic defensive intervention from Axel Tuanzebe diverted the shot away from danger. Portugal continued to pile on the pressure, but DR Congo refused to break. Then came one of the most dramatic moments of the match. In the 76th minute, a perfectly weighted through ball released Yohane Wissa into acres of space behind Portugal's defensive line. For a split second, it looked as though the striker was about to race through and complete one of the greatest upsets in World Cup history. The tension inside the stadium was unbelievable. As the match entered its final stages, both managers turned to their benches. Portugal threw additional attacking players forward, while DR Congo reinforced their defensive structure to protect a historic result. Wave after wave of Portuguese attacks followed. Crosses rained into the penalty area. Long-range efforts tested the defense. Every attack carried the feeling that a decisive goal could arrive at any moment. But DR Congo stood firm. Goalkeeper Mpasi delivered a commanding performance, confidently dealing with everything that came his way and inspiring his teammates to hold the line. Finally, after 90 minutes of drama, the referee blew the final whistle. Portugal won. DR Congo won. For Portugal, it was a frustrating evening filled with missed opportunities. For DR Congo, it was a historic result that showcased courage, resilience, and belief against one of football's biggest nations. This was more than just a draw. It was a statement from DR Congo and a reminder of why the FIFA World Cup remains the greatest stage in world football. What did you think of the match? How costly were Cristiano Ronaldo's missed chances? And how impressive was DR Congo's performance? Give your ratings in the comments below and let us know your thoughts.